Today we are going to have very interesting chapter. It's about the e-commerce security and payment system. As we learned before, e-commerce became very essential part of our life. We use it every single day, and we are so much attached to our mobile phone. This device is not anymore a mobile phone. This is our memory, this is our wallet, this is our friends, this is our communication. This is the bridge between us and the world. Of course, it has a lot of advantage and a lot of challenges. Today, payments, right? So we have a lot of methods of payment. So we can start with cash, right? With credit card or debit card, e-payments or mobile payments, right? Okay. WeChat Pay, Weixin Jifu, and Jifu Bao, Alipay, and of popular digital payment methods. Yes, Francis?
Like WeChat Pay
WeChat Pay,
and Alipay.
Alipay, yes. Anybody else? Lucy?
We have Apple Pay.
Apple Pay, yes, we still have Apple Pay, right?
And we use
Union Pay. So these are the most popular one. We can see that 92% of the e-payments in China is Alipay. Then we have WeChat, then we have Union Pay. We still have other ways of payment, like we have PayPal still there, but only 11%. That shows that we are relying more and more, almost 100% on this payment. How do Chinese pay? We have the third party. It means I don't pay you immediately. We have cash, still some people using cash, 21%. We have credit cards and debit cards, 25%, and third party, as we said. What about in Italy?
Here it's pretty different from Italy because there we still use there are some people using cash and credit cards, and here it's everything paid with the mobile phone. So at first I had some difficulties adapting, but then I learned how to.
So what are your the apps you are using here in China for payment?
Alipay, mostly Alipay.
Alipay and WeChat Pay. And do you see
Sometimes, yes.
Are they difficult for you to use them?
No, just in the beginning because I wasn't used to it,
Familiar.
but it's pretty comfortable.
So you see, like you can use it for shopping, for
Yes.
taxi, for all
Everything.
life and paying utilities, right?
Yes.
Okay, not yet popular. So still like people relying on cash and card. So here if we see like comparison between like Alipay and WeChat, we see Alipay like 54%, and here the market penetration rate 62%, number of supported currencies, it's not only Chinese RMB or Chinese yuan, 27 currency, also in WeChat. And there are fees, right? And they are generating money by revenue, having this revenue model. And supported devices can be any tablet or any laptop or any mobile phone, even smartwatch.
Credit and debit cards.
Credit and debit card. Okay. Now here in China, I'm sure you are not using them. So how was the life for you? How was it?
It's easier because I didn't need to remember my keyword, or it's safer.
So you find it safer, you don't need to worry about the money, or maybe you can handle some fake cash, fake banknotes, so it will be much secure. Was it difficult for you to get adjusted to this type of payment?
No, it was really simple. I just create a bank account here and start to...
And link it to like Alipay. And the good thing that even for both WeChat and Alipay, they have English version. So not necessarily that you are familiar with Chinese, so it will be much easier with you, and we have high level of security. Now, I have some questions for you. What do you think, what demographic groups are the likeliest to adopt mobile payment? The second question, why may the retailer be reluctant, or maybe they will be anxious to accept mobile payment? Maybe they prefer to receive the payment by cash, not to have them by one of this payment. And the last question, What is the future of mobile payment here in China, including challenges and opportunity? Take a couple of minutes, discuss, and let me know. Okay.
Young generation and developed cities such as Shanghai, Beijing, they're likely to accept this method.
So we are talking about the age, right? Age is a factor, yes. And maybe the lifestyle, occupation. So like occupation will, how occupation may help.
Such as the farmers in the rural area, they can choose some.
That's why, yeah, maybe because people literacy, the education will be good. Fantastic.
I totally agree with this answer.
Yeah.
Yes. Opportunities like these three. Do you have another ideas?
Actually, no, I think this is okay.
This is okay.
We will pick one to answer.
Yes. Yes.
Do you want to answer?
Do you want to?
You are answering the second question, right? So what do you think, why they be reluctant? What is the reason?
Maybe for security problem.
The security issue, of course, because they can't secure, yes. And
Maybe it's not practical for old people, for example.
age, because the literacy, because retailers may be reluctant in this. What do you think the reason is?
I think the most possible reason might be the retailer should pay the service charge.
Because of the service charge, because they have to pay extra for this. That's why they believe, I say, why I have to give up. Even it's little money, but still it is money. What else? What other reasons? The second, like they be reluctant. Security. So the technology and maybe also the internet stability, they don't have this internet. Perfect, thank you. So you believe that there are not only opportunity but also challenges, right? So like what kind of opportunities?
The first one is government support, because the Chinese government always supported the
Yes.
payment and maybe the smartphone penetration in China.
Wow, yeah, because we have more than 1 billion mobile phones.
And people are likely to use
So what do you think?
I think that the senior citizen would be the last to be adapted to this kind of thing, because, for example, my grandma doesn't know how to send an email. So I think that using mobile phone to pay is really hard for them.
So it's challenging. In demography, they are latest or less likely to adopt this technology.
I think the underdeveloped cities may be the late adopters and the developed.
Why?
Because they may in Europe maybe they don't have Wi-Fi,
So lack of connectivity. So if I don't have sufficient internet or stable, or they are using 3G, we know now we are using 5G and soon will be 6G. So how to be connected? What about the demographic group? They are early adopters.
Maybe it can be some students such as middle school, because their parents don't want them to use mobiles, so they.
Wow, that's great. So they are under supervision, right? So they connect their WeChat Pay or Jiffabao to their account so they can control their expenditure.
Senior citizen, they will always have assumed that the money, the cash in hand is much secure and safer than the number in the account in the phone. So they may think, give me cash, I will feel good, not just a number.
Because I know it's in my pocket. What else? Yes, that's very good point. Why do you think like retailers may refuse or they don't prefer to have the e-payment but cash?
And in some retailers, the customer may escape out on the bill, and they may not pay for the bill.
Ah, that's great. So maybe I would pretend as I paid, but in fact I say, you see, I scanned. Yes, very good.
And they may the technology may leak their confidential information and other things.
Confidentiality, because when we have cash, but here it's going to third parties, so I can be under control, right? Or maybe somebody will get this information and leak. Perfect. Cyber war. What is cyber warfare? We have the cyber war or MAD. What is MAD? Is a mutually assured disruption. What do you think the difference between hacking and cyber war? We have two maybe confusing terminologies, hacking and cyber war. Why has cyber war become much more potentially destroying and devastating in the past decades, last 20 years? Do you think like there is a way to resolve these issues? So what do you think?
Okay, the difference between the hacking and the cyber war is about the seriousness, harm, and the number of people who get involved. Maybe for the hacking, maybe you just one or two people will get involved. Right. The hacker will use internet technology to launch the money, to hide his criminal stuff, right. And to maybe to stolen some confidential information. Right. But for the cyber war, maybe it's about the war between the nationality, between a region. More people will get involved, and the harm, the seriousness it will cause is uncountable and uncontrollable.
Okay, thank you very much.
But it became potentially more devastating this last decade because our life are mostly on our phone, on internet. Everything we have is on internet. So now you can harm us just by looking on internet for our information. True. As before it wasn't like that.
So before internet it was like kind of accessory or not an essential part of our daily life. But now more and more we are relying. Thank you. Why now the damage of cyber war became much more higher?
I think it can be related to the development of information technology in the past decade. So that is why hacking attacks and cyber war became like more dangerous threat.
E-commerce security, what do we need to protect? What we are protecting in e-commerce. If I have a shop, I have to protect my goods, I have to protect my my shop, the assets, maybe the shelf, the cash I have. But what I need to protect in e-commerce? If I have e-commerce, if I have Taobao shop, I don't have real physical place, right? I don't need to worry about the door or maybe some thief will come.
But I think that we have some digital things.
So e-commerce, it's about the data, about the digital. Everything is digitized, right? So I need to protect the information about the data. What is, we see this underground economy. Okay, Cecilia, please. What do you think? What does it mean?
So we discussed that question, and we think that of course, it's kind of obvious that the demographic groups that are likeliest to adopt mobile payment are younger people, because they're more familiar with modern technologies, etc. And vice versa, late adopters are usually older people, people who are not that familiar with modern technologies, and they tend to struggle with embracing the new technologies that come out every year.
Or human trafficking as well, right? Even sometimes for legal trade, but people would like to escape taxation. That's why they go to underground economy. Okay, question. What kind of currency they use in underground economy? They use like say, okay, like if somebody wants to buy weapon or to do some illegal activity, I say, give me your Jufubao, I pay you, or they have other way. Bitcoin. what we call Bitcoin, guys, this type, it's one of the currencies. Cryptocurrencies, right? Cryptocurrencies, we have a lot of cryptocurrencies. Because with this cryptocurrency, you don't know who is the sender and who is the receiver, right? So all hidden transactions, and it's not centralized, it's not being controlled by any government or central bank. Here, this is the cyber crime in 2024. Now, you can see, guys, it goes every year. Next year will be $10 trillion, which is a huge amount. Here we have almost $5 million, the highest cost of data breach in the USA last year. We can see, guys, how many billion hours spent to resolve this problem. 2.7 billion hours. Because when you are infected with your computer with a virus or malicious code, 80% of cyber crimes, they have phishing attack. We'll talk about phishing attack. And this is the estimated annual cost of ransomware virus will be in 2020, in 2030. It means in 6-7 years from now will be $265 billion. What is the good e-commerce security? Remember, guys, we need to secure our data. How? We need to have the technology, right? We have hardwares and software. We need to have the policies and the procedure, and we need to have the governmental laws. So all these 3 layers of protection. Again, we have to consider the time value of the money and the cost of security and the potential loss. Also, security often happening from the weakest point. When we'll have like attack or theft, it will not come directly. You say, I want to hack your computer or laptop. Maybe you'll get it through some email. Somebody will like pretend like do phishing or sniffing your information. As you mentioned here, in e-commerce, all what we have and dealing with is data, information. So I need to protect it. How? I need to have technologies. I need to have strong computers. I need to have secure Wi-Fi. I need to have antivirus. I need to have firewall, hardware, software. But is this enough? No. I need to have the policies, the procedure. Also, the law and industry standards, the governmental laws. And here in China, and I believe in many countries, they have this legislation to protect and to criminalize any such attempt to violate others' privacy and data. Here in e-commerce and in cybercrime and hacking, it's very easy to use with very basic skills. E-commerce, we have me, for example, I am the buyer. I buy things online or services. We have the seller and we have the communication, right? That's why attack may happen from the client or the server or the communication pipeline, the internet. Okay, let me show you here. Here we have, like this is typical e-commerce transactions. We have the customer, online customer, can access by tablet, by mobile phone, by computer, by whatever. I go to the internet, to the backbone. Then I go to online store, can be eBay, can be Amazon, Jingdong, Taobao, Tmall, any, or Pinduoduo if you like. Then you select the store you want. Then once you purchase any product, they will contact the warehouse. They will send it by QID, go to Sanyao or Shimfon, whatever. You will get it. Of course, you have your bank as buyer, and the seller, they have their bank. So they notify that we got, when we go to Sanyao station, we show our barcode, we confirm receiving the good, then my bank will transfer the money to the merchant bank, right? Now question, where do you think the sensitive points or the most easiest points where the attack may happen? Attack may happen everywhere. Attack can happen here in the database. Attack can be happen in the online store. Attack can be happen in the shipping and the QID, Sanyao can be attacked there. Attack can be happen from your own laptop, computer, and on the internet. As Paulina mentioned, yes, here are the most sensitive points. Of course, in bank the attack may happen, but they have high standards of measures, and they have IT specialized. They are working there 24/7. But for us, with lack of knowledge and maybe not having like original programs or apps and using free Wi-Fi, ladies and gentlemen, all the time I say we shall not use free Wi-Fi. Free Wi-Fi is, you see, it's like the trap to catch you, to access to your devices, to steal, to breach the data, information. That's why this is not the only reason, but one of the reasons. Because once we access such free Wi-Fi, we are opening the door to anybody, and they can access and get all the credential of our bank cards and etc. We have a lot of malicious codes. Many people think that it's only about, we are talking about the virus or about the Trojan, but indeed we have much more than this. For example, we have advertising, we have drive-by downloads, we have viruses, we have worms, we have ransomware, we have a Trojan, we have a lot of these codes. And all of them, they are codes, very short codes, programs, and they can be injected, can be inserted in any Windows or iOS or Android environment. We have boots and buttons. So we have different type of malwares. You know, wormware destroys everything, while virus will be, it needs a host. For virus, we need some file to hide inside. And once you open that file, it will work. While worm, it doesn't need any internet and can destroy the whole internet and slow down your network. So ransomware. Ransomware, as I showed you earlier, slides earlier, in 6 years from now, in 2031, the cost of ransoming will be more than 260 billion US dollars. Ransom may attack your files, your computer, block your system, or prevent you from accessing an important file, especially for you as students. You are preparing for your dissertation, your thesis, your research, your videos, your memories, your everything will be locked and will ask you to ransom, will ask you for money to redeem, to give you the password. And as we said, most of the payment will be by cryptocurrencies because it's a hidden way of payment. How to protect ourselves from ransomware? Who can tell me?
Update the antivirus on the computer or change the files in
So you need to, all the time, update your antivirus, and you have to do backup. How to do backup? How to backup? Do you backup your files? Where do you backup them?
You have to transfer your to backup. You have to transfer your your files in maybe a disk or something.
Not in your computer, not the same device, right? So it should be on external drive. Can be hard disk, can be SSD, HDD, cloud, or even email. You can, if you have some important file and you want to protect it for free, just send it as an email for yourself. Thanks to WeChat, because we have this favorite feature there, so you can easily put it on your favorite so it will be protected. Also, you can change the important files extension. As we said, in ransom, the ransomer will not attack the system. It will not attack the system. Exactly. Because ransom, they want to maintain the communication between the victim and them. That's why they will not touch any system file, but will attack your personal files. Ransom will look automatically, of course, not manually, because in computer we have thousands, hundreds, thousands of files. We'll look for your personal files and we'll log them. So here we have, these are the most popular files. We have the document, Word, we have Excel, we have PowerPoint, PDF, JPEG, PNG, Wave, zip file, text, Photoshop, HTML, and we have here, we have DLL, and we have sys file. That's why It's very easy. Just change the extension. Like, for example, if I have a file called, like, for example, homework, and this file is doc. So what I do, I simply change this doc, I change it to DLL, or system. So when the ransom will look for it, we say, oh no, I will not touch this, because this is the file, it's not important. So if I lock it, then I cannot communicate, so it will leave it alone. Then later you can rechange, you can press F2 or rename, then you can change and get it. It will do nothing. Your file will be the same. But like you are masking, you are hiding your file. That's why this one of easy, cheap tricks. You want to put USB, flash disk, or anything, scan it. Check if there are viruses. Especially when we go, like, you want to print something. I see some of you in the print shop. You go to print some paper. You just plug. That computer is a hub. This is a very big hub. You don't know with their computer's hub. I don't know what is inside. All the time you have to check, scan. Yes, spend some extra time, spend some other couple of minutes, but you will risk your files. It's not really a virus. This is not a virus, but this will consume the data, this will delay, this will disturb me. Maybe in critical moment, I will see this advertisement. I don't want it. This is what we call, this is pop-up ads. And of course, there are many pop-up blockers. That's why you can download them. This will prevent them. Also, we have spyware. What's spyware? Spyware tracks your keystrokes, your email. Okay, guys, I want to have a test with you. Please open and show me your keyboards. The keyboard, yeah, we have keyboard on WeChat or whatever. Yeah, let me see your keyboard, please. Yes, put it, yeah, let me see the keyboard. So we have here keyboard, yeah, you are fine. You are fine. Yeah, you are okay, clear. Clear, clear, clear. Good, show me. It's okay. Here, yes. Okay, can I use it? Okay, thank you. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so we can see here this, like, for example, we are using keyboard, right, in our devices. These keyboards are really very cute. I like them. This is nice. Maybe you can customize it. You can put your image, your friend. It's very cute. But ask yourself a question. And this we studied in economy. Why to give you free thing if it's unpaid? In economy, the first rule we learn, there is nothing for free. So maybe they are giving you this keyboard, but because of this keyboard, all the data will be seen, will be transmitted to a third party. I'm not saying that, thank you. Don't worry, it looks nice, but just to pay extra attention. So because of this keyboard, and not only the virtual keyboard, guys, even this keyboard, not this one, because this is good by our school, but sometimes you may buy such physical keyboard and can be maybe attractive, cheap, for gaming. Then once you connect it to your device, and whatever I click, other party can see it without Wi-Fi. What is Wi-Fi? Remember? Wi-Fi, short-range, high-speed connection, right? We have in Wi-Fi, we use it everywhere, and we have WiMAX. We have Wi-Fi, and we have WiMAX, right? What is the difference between Wi-Fi and WiMAX? Who can tell me? WiMAX. WiMAX is regional or metropolitan, right? It's network. Like in our campus, we have internet, right? We have CCNU. This is WiMAX. This is not Wi-Fi. However, Wi-Fi or WiMAX, both they are using frequencies 2.4 gigahertz or 5 gigahertz. So we have the Wi-Fi waves all around us. Like here, so if I move from here to here, the Wi-Fi, it has the same center, right? The same length of the wave. So somebody can measure the length of the wave and protect and detect my motion. That's why we can see even in your home Wi-Fi, I can follow you. I can detect your motion. And we can see here, this is a playground, as you see, and by normal Wi-Fi, just somebody, and with very easy way to hack the Wi-Fi router, I can see this image from outside and collect what we see here, collect some data, money, information from others' computer. So it is a deceptive online attempt by third party to obtain confidential information. What are the tactics of phishing? We have the social engineering, we have email scams. There is a new type of phishing, and I'm sure in way or another you are receiving such calls or emails. Who can tell me what is the difference between a hacker and cracker? Hacker, and the cracker. What is the difference between hacker and the cracker? Think about it. What do you think? Hacker and the cracker. Can check.
Maybe hacker is the mature program.
Uh-huh.
Do some manufacturing.
Uh-huh. That's very good. What about hacker and the cracker?
Hacker can do some legal thing and also
Hacker can do some legal things. Or yeah. But cracker?
They usually do illegal things.
Uh-huh. Very good. For hacker, usually they never damage the data. They access the data, but they don't damage it. While a cracker, they delete or damage the data. They can do ethical, and they are professionals here, unethical and illegal. Hackers, they have, some of them, they have legal certificate, they are IT. Here they are motivated to stay anonymous. They don't want to be seen. We have 6 types of hackers. Yes. Also some people, they can put them 9, but these are the major ones. We have the black hats. Black hats, they are malicious hackers. They are crackers. We have the white hat, they are ethical. We have the gray hacker, Ibamban. So not malicious, but also not all the time good. We have the green hat. It means they are unskilled hackers. They are newbies. They are fresh. They don't have this experience. We have a blue hat. They are beneful hacker. Red hat, they are really very, sometimes they do things just for evil. Tigers? What are tigers? Okay, let's see. We have tiger teams. Tiger teams, it's a group of hackers. They work together, not individually, but as a group, either for cyber vandalism or data breaches, or to defend the country or the company. So it's a team of hackers working together. Of course, cyber vandalism will destroy the data, websites, and damage all information. Data breaches. Sometimes in an institution or university or a company or government or any entity, we find that, all the data being breached or leaked. Why? Who can tell me? What do you think? Why we may lose the data?
I think the companies get through the hacking.
Maybe they are a victim of being hacked. That's why this will cause the lack of information. What else?
Yes, insider stuff maybe something.
Insider. So maybe you have insider theft. What are the organizational technological failures will lead to the data breaches, and what technical solutions available? Outsourcing. Because I gave my other company to do my website, so they have access to this. Very good. What else? It's very easy. It's insecure. Right. Yes. what do you think? This is the organization and the technical. What are the technical? The perfect. What do you think, guys? What are the organizational reasons why we may lose? Mm-hmm. Right. So maybe they don't use the proper antivirus, or its old system. There are some gaps, there are some bugs in the system. Mm-hmm. What are organizational? What do you think? What are the reasons?
Maybe if a device broke somehow, didn't work.
Reasons for data breaches, like organizational.
We think that first of all, there are people who might steal information. They might be employed by some company.
Yes, competitor. Yes.
By a rival company. So.
What do you think, ladies? So, what are the reasons for the data breach? We have organizational and we have technical. What do you think? Like the organizational, what are the mistakes done by the company will lead to this data breaches?
Foreign languages.
Employee training. So there.
And maybe we have outdated software.
Perfect. So having outdated software, not updated, not to train the employee, this will cause this breaches. So we have the hardware and we have the procedure. Because when we are buying online, all what we need to put the credit card, the holder's name, the card number, expiry date, and on the back side of the card we have the CVV, the code of the card, its 3 number. Once you have them, that's it. So when we go to a website, we have to be careful to be sure that this website is secure. Who can, when we go to W, it's HTTP, right? So if you see such website, it is not safe, not secure. It should end with S. Because this S, to be certified as secure, they have to prove that they are really safe and they have measures. So we have the classical pattern, right? When we go to open our mobile phone, if this is my mobile phone, so I can lock it by or unlock it by pattern or pin code, for example. Or I put 1, 2, 3, 4, or I put password. So what is the difference between this and this?
I think this is it's more unique because
it's more unique because this is you, right? Okay, let's watch this.
I am not Morgan Freeman, and what you see is not real. Well, at least in contemporary terms, it is not. What if I were to tell you that I am not even a human being? Would you believe me? What is your perception of reality? Is it the ability to capture, process, and make sense of the information our senses receive? If you can see, hear, taste, or smell something, does that make it real? Or is it simply the ability to feel? I would like to welcome you to the era of synthetic reality. Now, what do you see?
In China, we have the Office of Central Cyberspace Affairs Commission and Cyberspace Administration in China. So this entity, they are supra-ministerial. They have high authority. They put the regulations, they put all the protection measures and all regulations to protect the websites, to protect both users, buyers, and the whole society, and to assure that the social values being granted and not be touched or used in wrong way. We can see here in China the fraud investigations by Chinese police. Even now in Chinese police, we have department to control and to secure the internet. We see here from 1995, where the first e-commerce started, up to 2019, we have here these cases, like here we have 1.4 million cases in 2019. Because in China we have very strong regulation to protect people's security. Not only our physical security, but also our e-security. Spoofing. Spoofing is to hide your real identity. So how to protect? We need the technology to protect ourselves. We need encryption, not to send the message as they are. We need to have securing channels of communication. We need to have the networks we are using to be protected by firewall. And in China, we have the Great Firewall. We have the Great Firewall as we have the Great Wall. So Great Firewall will protect Chinese companies, individuals, government from any attack. And also we need to protect the servers and clients. So the security management, we have to follow the authentication. We have encryption, network protocols, VPN. Also VPN will protect. We have the firewall, proxy, and we have automated soft. To conclude today's lecture, today we defined what is cyber war, what is cyber attack, what is cyber crime, what is the importance of e-commerce security. Because if we don't have this level of security, we don't have really trustworthy e-commerce. We need to protect our data by the technology, by the procedure, and by the policy. Also, we learned what are the types of malicious codes. We differentiated between spams, we differentiated between like hijacking, worms, viruses, and others. And also we talked about the importance of policies, especially here in China. And that's why China is not only one of the most secure countries, not only for the person's security, but also for the cyberspace. We believe together we can achieve not only the Chinese dream, but everyone's dream. So we have to pay attention to our security and our national security, and all of us, we have to be the first line to defend ourselves and our country. Thank you very much.